we can't finish talking about the Chiefs game without mentioning the Seahawks tush push. So I got to know what you guys think about this. And Brian, I'll start with you. What are your general thoughts on the Seahawks using this, and really even Jalen Milroe as well in this offense?
Yeah, AB.
I know you can't say that much. I know you've already made it clear, but I do want to know because it's getting some national attention for sure.
Yeah, to me, it's less about the tush push or anything specific. It is Jalen Milroe is one of your best offensive weapons. He's one of your best athletes, if not your best athlete on the offensive side of the ball. Like, he's in the conversation with K9 and JS, and like he's just a special player. And short yardage, red zone situations are high leverage, highly meaningful snaps. And if you're, as a coach, unable to figure out how to utilize one of your special talents to give you an edge, then shame on you. Like, that's honestly, like, you're not earning your keep. And it just so happens that Clint Kubiak had experience with Taysom Hill last year. It happened to be shorter than he would have liked because Taysom Hill got hurt, but he's seen a player that can be used in multiple ways. I think they think Jalen Milroe is a much different player than Taysom Hill. I think has the potential to be a much better passer. I think he could be a pure quarterback. I don't think Taysom Hill has that in his game. I also don't think you're going to see Jalen Milroe as a fullback or a tight end. But I think finding a way to get Jalen Milroe on the field and be an active part of the roster every single week has to be on all of their minds. And just seeing that on Friday was just validating that, okay, they see it the way some of us see it. We're not going to get this coach speak of he has to earn it, he has to show it. And like, well, he can't show it if you don't actually practice it and you don't actually do it. And so we're seeing that they're starting to do that. I think that could be one of the big surprises of this season for this offense, for a team that every national person comes in here and they're like, yeah, like Cooper Kupp's washed up from our perspective and JSN's fine, but who's their next guy? And, you know, the offensive line's not good. I think Jalen Milroe is a guy that nobody ever talks about nationally as potentially being a meaningful weapon for this team.
Yeah, and whether or not they use it, it's on film, right? So now every team has to prepare for it and has to be ready. But you would hope that the Seahawks can use Milroe in those situations on goal line or just third downs in general. But do you guys, Rob or Mike, do you have any strong feelings about the tush push that we saw?
Well, not the one that we saw, though. I do think the kind of, I wouldn't call it conundrum that Brian's kind of describing there is kind of why I wasn't high on them taking Milroe, because I do think that he has a very unique skill set. They just needs reps. You should play him. And I don't think he's like a Kubiak, West Coast, play on time, under center, drop back. All the things you're talking about that Sam does well, Jalen's a completely different player for a completely different scheme, to be honest. So I do think they probably got him and were like, square peg, round hole. How does this work? Let's figure that out. My only hot take on the tush push, my only take on it, I guess, is that I kind of treat it like one of those questions like, do you like pineapples on your pizza? Is a hot dog a sandwich? Like, just random, like, I'm about to judge you based on your answer questions, you know, is essentially where that
I'm not going to make you give your answer to that because we don't have that much time and I want to get to some injury updates. But if we had a longer show, this would get heated based off of your answer for that.
Yeah, I will say this. I am for the tush push is not like a cheat code play, which is kind of how it's discussed nationally. It's a cheat code play when the Eagles do it, which doesn't make it a cheat code. That's kind of
when you have Saquon, it's a cheat code.
Take. Yeah, so I don't. That's where my one tush push hot take.
Rob, do you have any strong feelings, or we'll move on to some injury updates that people got to know?
Oh, only that I think the words tush push, when said in a British accent, do not sound good.
You're not wrong. It's unique, but gives us a good laugh. But I want to get to some injury updates because there were some notable updates from the last time that we talked. Torrey Horton left the game early with an ankle, but McDonald said that it was just something they decided to shut him down. Could have gone back in. Did he practice today?
He did not.
No practice
for Torrey Horton. No practice for Tyrese Knight either.
Do you think we'll see Horton at the joint practice or at the preseason game?
Yeah, that's. I wish we would have got. Yeah, I don't think so either. I wish we would have got Mike McDonald today because I still believe that those two, Tyrese, I'm jumping ahead, but I think Tyrese and Torrey still need the reps. They do, whether it's in the preseason game, which would probably be in Torrey's case, or the joint practice, which in Tyree's case, that's where I think it would be valuable. I don't think we'll see either one do either thing. And I think that's unfortunate because, they're young. They're both good players, but they're young and still need those reps. I think those are really valuable.
I would be surprised if Horton's not ready for the regular season, though. I don't think it's that kind of injury we're talking about. I don't know. I'm just telling you based off of like what I saw in that game and how they've talked about it and how he moves around. I just would be surprised. The Tyrese Knight thing, I don't know. Like, it's a weird situation. I think he should be all right, but like Mike McDonald said, we were going to hear something else in a few days, and then chose not to be available today. So I don't think that's the reason. I don't think that's the reason why.
By Mike McDonald there. No. That's in there. I don't want to talk to the media and give them anything else I have to. That's a vet savvy move by Mike. I peeped that today. That was no accident. I'm very sure.
Yeah.
Well, it seems to be optimistic from Mike, but yeah, definitely concerning just it being a separate medical issue from the knee injury with Knight. So we'll see how that all shakes out. But some good news, Uchenna is back past his physical. So hopefully that will give the defense a big boost. We don't know exactly when he'll be back. Do you guys have any predictions? Will he be back for week 1? What are you thinking here?
I forgot. What's the pup rule? He would have had to miss 4 games, 6 games?
4 games.
I always
So
he'll be back by at least week 4 then. I would imagine, unless these guys are just idiots. They've been wrong on something like that before, but that would probably
they were wrong
be my
on
guess
with that before.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah,
year.
They got that wrong too. So that would be my guess. Hopefully they learned from that. I do think though, just one little Chenna thing for get out of here. I was of the impression these guys need a guy on the edge, and they probably still do. But I watched some more Chenna film last night because I wrote a story on him that's coming out tomorrow. Oh man, I think healthy Chenna can be a guy. I do. I don't know if he'll be that with no offseason basically to ramp up. Maybe it had to be next year or something. But I just think he has the talent to be a guy. I do. The Seahawks haven't had a 10-sack edge rusher since Frank in 2018. I think Chenna is the type of talent who could break that. Again, I don't think he will this year because injuries, games, yada, yada. But I do think he is that type of talent.